fly. Welcome back to another one. Tell the truth here. Don't care if it make them uncomfortable. It ain't our fault. Yo, but Smarling speaks live. Yeah, I'm saying what they hide. History uncensored, let the real survive. Yeah, it's truth over comfort, I don't pick no side. If it shake the room a little, let the truth collide. Cause it's Marlon speaks live. No script, no disguise. I don't sell no lies, just to monetize. Cause the past still breathing and it never dies. Yeah, it's Marlon speaks live. Now the truth will rise. Yo, it's Marlon speaks live. Yeah, I'm saying what they hide. History uncensored, let the real survive. Yo, welcome back. This is gonna be the last one for the day, but I just wanted to share with y'all this tragic story. Now, this is gonna be my first time watching this video. I'm gonna add the link to the video in the description so y'all can check it out on your own. But this is one of those, I love those crime type, real crime type channels where they get the body cam footage of the police officers, just like the last video I did. So this is similar. It's a different channel though. I forget the name of the channel, but I will be adding a link to the description in the video so you can check it out on your own. But this is the video play for you guys. Sad situation. I'm gonna come back after this video play and give y'all my my breakdown on everything related to this video. Being in Michigan, this is the main reason why I wanted to do it, because I'm from Michigan and I live in Michigan and I know all about racist white people in Michigan and I know how to deal with them. And I wish I could have talked to this young black brother. Seemed to me like y'all let's see what I'm talking about. He's not wrapped too tight. So, you know, with people like that in general, it don't matter how they look. You know, it's only so much that they gonna listen to, right? But yeah, this young man seemed to me that he didn't have the resolution skills that he needed to be able to navigate being in a hostile work environment with all white people. He really just didn't know they was really blessing him. Had he known how to play it, he'd be out here with a whole lot of money, and that company might be shut down if he really knew how to navigate those racist, being with racist white people here in this country, especially here in Michigan. It's a lot of them up here. They so wicked. So you gotta know, this is one of the things. When I come back after this video play, I'm gonna share y'all with y'all my full commentary, and yeah, just check this out.
Because we got an employee that shot people. Okay.
Motherfucker is just racist. Just flat out racist.
He posted on Facebook last night, and he came to work all weird.
Boss man makes black jokes every day. My name is Black Jerry.
But I just remember looking up and I saw Jerry with the gun. He did one of these and pulled the trigger at my dad.
You guys. And I really hope y'all do this.
In Clinton Township, Michigan, an employee films his morning commute to work, ranting about alleged racism, bullying, and mistreatment by his coworkers. The last thing they ever expected was for him to enter the workplace armed with a gun and
Yeah, I'm gonna stop there. So, for all you racist white people, especially the ones who like to share your hatred for black people on the job, this younger generation, they don't know how to, like I said earlier, resolution skills. You know, they don't really know how to not only be in that environment but make it work in their favor. So that's, you know, that's the thing. So that not only do they not know how to do that, like they might not know how to resolve any kind of issues. So this is not back in the day. You know, if y'all believe in making what this country was come again, MAGA, if y'all believe in making America great again, all that bullshit, trust me, you will make your life end messing with certain people. That's what you're going to do by trying to make America great again with all that racist hate. A lot of these younger black people, they don't know how to resolve issues properly. So what you're going to end up getting is the same situation that these people got. So it might cost you your life trying to do what your mama and your daddy did and your grandparents did. It don't work the same exact way no more. And you know, it's crazy because this has always been y'all ancestors' worst nightmare. So it's sad that, you know, a lot of y'all like to say that y'all don't have nothing to do with slavery and don't have anything to do with the past. But the thing that your ancestors was worried about is now beginning to happen to y'all. And y'all really not prepared for it, because at this point, a lot of y'all think that y'all can talk crazy to people and nothing is going to happen. What I got for racist white people on the job is prayer. I got prayer and I document. And if I feel like it, if it ever get too bad, I've never been in a hostile work environment with racist white people because I know how to play offense, right? And so, but I know what to do if it ever got out of hand. I know how to sue. That's another thing. You gotta learn how to sue. So, yeah, let's finish with this video, because this situation could have been avoided altogether with like good white people instead of you don't know the mental state of people. You just don't know. Like it might not. It's not gonna end the way that your parents and your grandparents, your great grandparents, how they might have handled our parents, our ancestors. It's not. Now I got something where it's gonna actually, you gonna end up, all the hate that a person might have around me, they're gonna end up helping me. So I'm not gonna end up in no prison, you know, for the rest of my life. But yeah, let's finish this video.
Murder on his mind.
The kid didn't look like he had a care in the world that he just did any of that.
The following is based on official...
Yeah, he talking like he crying and shit now, but I bet he wasn't crying when he was calling that young man a nigger.
police records, and the footage has never been seen before until now. On the morning of January 9th, 2018, 25-year-old construction worker Jerry Motley Jr. begins recording on his way to the office.
So, now we're recording. I'm gonna tell you, like I told these it's like, they just did, like, outrageous, racist bullet. It's like time to time I come into work, just racist, just flat out racist. There's no forgiving. Dude used the word like a million times. Boss man makes black jokes every day. My name is Black Jerry. I'm the lowest paid in the company. Been there for a year. Pretty much good.
See, right there. That's where I would have, if he would have ever told me that directly, I would have said, look here, brother. You got to train your white people. You have to train your white people. You got to let them know. This is what I tell all my racist white coworkers. You're talking to God. I'm a man made in God's image. You're talking to God. And then I pray for them if it ever, the next step, I pray for them. But I let them know who they're dealing with. I always tell them I'm more than black. Don't mistake me for just black, what you think black. I'm God. I'm the original man. You come from me. I tell all of them, you come from me. Without me, it wouldn't be no you. That'd be the first thing I say. Right? And then I inform them that I'm going to pray for them if they have a problem with me. And I don't say nothing else after that. See, You gotta play. It ain't even playing, but you gotta really be on. That's what I was talking about, being on the offense. But you can't do it in no crazy way with no gun. No, this is the biggest weapon that we ever will have. This right here, prayer and your belief and your faith. You know, on the job, how much you getting paid? That ain't nothing. You shouldn't even want to be there that long anyway. Why is you tripping about how much you getting paid on the job? You supposed to be using that job to get another job, to get another opportunity. So yeah, this young man, apparently, that's what I was saying, no resolution skills.
And I got a best friend that works there too. So it's like, even my best friend sat there and pointed out a branch, like, oh, Jerry, which one you want to be hanged from? Him and John. It's like, y'all like, think like doesn't like click. Like, y'all are ignorant. Y'all just think money is the power of everything. Really, a weapon is the power of everything. I'm just basically saying you guys. And I really hope y'all do that.
Minutes later, Jerry.
Yeah, and if y'all don't know the history of Detroit, you know, and surrounding Detroit, it's one of the most racially polarizing places that I've been to. And Clinton Township is right outside of Detroit. It's basically a suburb of Detroit, Macomb County. That's where Clinton Township is at, Sterling Heights. Yeah, so a lot of people that live in Detroit end up working in them spots. So, you know, just like that lady that did that at McDonald's, she hurt her supervisor. You know, these young people, they don't have resolution skills, man. Let's finish this video, though.
Jerry arrives at his workplace. He parks his car and calmly heads toward the front door as he'd likely done every workday for the past year. But this time, tucked into a hoodie pocket underneath his jacket, is a fully loaded pistol.
Lock it. Where's Tom?
Shot. I don't know.
Look and see. Oh, God, he is.
911, where is your emergency?
I need an ambulance immediately at Reliable Fence. We got an employee that shot people.
Where is the person that shot him?
I don't know. We have 4 rooms back there, and when I'm in a locked room. I need police and I need an ambulance fast.
Okay, where I have everybody coming. Where is the victim?
He's right next to me, and I don't know who else
Okay,
he
is he?
shot. Who else did he
All right,
shoot?
is he breathing?
Yes, he's breathing.
Okay, where is he shot?
In the chest.
Okay, do we have anything to put on the wound?
He's got his glove against it now.
Okay.
Just stay still.
You-
Is that shot?
All right, who's the person?
He shot my brother. I have 2 people shot.
Okay, where's the other?
Brother, he's trying to leave. I need police now.
The dispatcher requests information about the suspect's car, but the woman on the line is unable to answer as someone delivers a crushing confirmation.
You mean my brother's shot?
Ma'am,
Man, that was a get out situation. I wouldn't even been working there. After I seen all them family members, all them white racist family members up in there, I would have been dipped. I would have probably been there a week and got the hell on down. No, sirree. Yeah, see, that's what I was talking about, man. This dude not wrapped too tight.
Ma'am, take a deep breath. Ma'am, we have everybody coming, okay? Ma'am, somebody get on the phone with me, please. Ma'am, hello? Ma'am, hello?
Black Jerry?
As more calls reach dispatchers, they're able to learn from
"Oh,
other
my-
employees that the suspect fled the scene in a
No, he wasn't making it up. Damn, they called him Black Jerry. Wow. Man, look here. Michigan got some of the most backward white folks in the world. Like they got a lot of audacity. Won't nobody be calling me. They be calling me God, Marlon. That's what they, because I'm more than Black Marlon. Yeah. Wow. You let them see. That's what I'm saying. You got to train your white people, man. I tell all my black people that be in my areas. I work around a lot of white people. You got to train your white people. Because if you let them, they'll run all over your ass. And whose fault is that? That's your fault for letting them run all over you. Why would you let somebody call you Black Jerry? You let them do that. And then now you want to spaz out and pull out a goddamn gun. You the crazy one. You should have did that to yourself.
gray Saturn.
It's a black
Dumb.
male. He works with us. I don't
You
know.
get
He
up and
posted
go to work
on Facebook last night,
do that.
and he came to work all weird.
Okay. Listen, we got everybody coming to help you. Take a deep breath. What's his name?
Jerry Motley.
He shot Tom? What the?
I have one
Conscious
person
and
that's
breathing?
conscious and breathing that shot.
They try to
He's
act
standing right-
like it's so surprising. Come on, man. Yeah, see, that was like a whole. Everything about this is just a bunch of weirdo shit. Everybody involved. Not to say like anybody deserved to be shot, but trust me, if you creating a hostile work environment, there's no telling what can happen. That's why you gotta. That's why when I, work and coworkers are not gonna always be the best. But I just pray for. I literally and genuinely pray for my coworkers whenever we have any type of issue. You know, I don't give up on them. I pray for them, and I don't hold nothing against them. You know, but obviously, Black Jerry didn't have those resolution skills, which a lot of Gen Z don't have. A lot of this generation don't have.
Okay. All right. And what about the other person?
Other person's on the ground.
But
Looks
I
like he's
can't
dead.
believe.
The Clinton Township Police Department.
I can't believe that the lady said Black Jerry. Let's listen to that again.
Requests information about the suspect's car, but the woman on the line is unable to answer as someone delivers a crushing confirmation.
You mean my brother's dead?
Ma'am, take okay, ma'am, take a deep breath. Ma'am, we have everybody coming, okay? Ma'am, somebody get on the phone with me, please. Ma'am, hello? Ma'am, hello?
Black Jerry?
As more calls reach dispatch,
Oh my Lord, Black Jerry.
they're able to learn from other employees that the suspect fled the scene in a gray Saturn.
It's a black male. He works with us. I don't know. He posted on Facebook last night, and he came
That's a good car. Them Saturns is a good car. You take care of them though. Man, I used to work at the Saturn plant in Tennessee. Great cars.
to work all weird.
Okay. Listen, we got everybody coming to help you. Take a deep breath. What's his name?
Jerry Motley.
He shot Tom? What the?
I have one
Conscious
person
and
that's
breathing?
conscious and breathing that shot. He's standing right.
Okay. All right. And what about the other person?
Other person's on the ground. Looks like he's dead.
The Clinton Township Police Department arrived to the shocking aftermath of Jerry's rampage. One victim, Angelo Joe McCauley III, was treated by paramedics at the scene and transferred to McLaren Hospital with multiple gunshot wounds. In a back office, the business owner, 61-year-old Thomas Edward Batke, was found face up on the tile floor in a pool of blood with a fatal gunshot wound to the head. The murder weapon, a
That was the one that came up with the Black Jerry, I'm assuming. Man, sad situation.
semi-automatic pistol, was found near his legs, containing 7 unspent rounds. Several employees were brought into the police station and asked to describe for detectives exactly what happened.
We all gather in Tom's office in the morning to find out what we're doing for the day, and just kind of talk and see what's going on. And Jerry was just acting really weird this morning.
In what way? Was he not talking to people he normally does?
No, yeah, just not talking. And his buddy Jeff in the other room was like his best friend. And Jeff said hi to him, and he's like, and just walked away, just mumbled something and walked away. I'm like, okay, that's weird. Well, anyways, we're all in Tom's office to find out what's going on, and all of a sudden we're like, just thinking like, where's Jerry at? And then all of a sudden we seen the back door open, and then Jerry walks out like this.
Jerry pulls the gun out and says, "You mother, I told you stop with me." Blam, shots once.
I've been to shooting range. I know what it smells like when you shoot a gun. I'm like, what the... when he shot Angelo, you can hear Angelo hit the ground.
Yeah, they love them shooting ranges. They love them shooting ranges out there, boy. Oh, my Lord. He ain't lying. That's all they do is be at the shooting range out there, ready for war, getting ready for war. And then when it come, they don't know what to do.
Lori, the deceased owner's sister, described what happened next.
I can play it in my mind.
That's the one that said, Black Jerry.
into my view came Angela, and he's like this, and he goes, my God, that hurts. And Jerry was there, and I said, what the hell, what's going on? Because I heard the sound. Was a cat gun, firework? I mean, never in a million years. And he turned and he went this way through the door, and the door slammed, and boom, boom, against the door. And I was trying to push against the door, and I couldn't. I'm like, what is going on? Because I could hear it all against the door.
When he shot Joe, he was still going after Joe. He didn't have any intentions on going in the office because he was walking past the office.
Okay.
And I think that's when Dylan was right there and jumped on him. But when he was walking past the office, I could have sworn I heard him say, I'm sick of this bull.
Employee Dylan then attempted to stop Jerry from firing the gun again.
I grabbed both of his wrists and threw him up against the wall, and I couldn't hold him forever, and I knew that. I held him for about 20 seconds, and then he found a way into the office, and Tom, at the time, my boss, the second guy that got shot, he was trying to lock the door.
It was then that Jeff jumped in to help, but the struggle spilled over into the owner's office.
They moved into the office, and he still had the gun, and I looked, and my dad, since Jeff was on him, my dad saw that, and he went to grab his arm and try to get control of it so no one else got shot. And then I saw that, and they were leaning on my dad's desk. So I jumped on Jerry, and I put him in a chokehold. And I don't know where my dad was. I know he was in there somewhere, but I just remember looking up, and I saw Jerry with the gun. He did one of these and pulled the trigger at my dad. Then after that, Jerry had the gun like this, and he shot it at the wall, and then he ended up dropping it. I don't know if it was because I was still choking him, so I don't know if he was losing consciousness. Then after that, him and Jeff just fell to the ground in the doorway. And I remember looking up to the right, and I just saw my dad laying there. I could tell he was almost passed out because he started gagging. I kind of let off because I didn't want to kill him. You know what I mean? But I sat there telling him, I was like, you just killed my dad. Because I knew right away when I saw him laying there that there was no.
Did he say anything after you said that?
No.
Did he?
No.
I mean, I feel sorry for the young man, losing his father. And my condolences to that family, man. That's a sad situation. I could just add to that, though, that hate that, especially that racism represents, man, this is the outcome. It whether or not it's violently, is something dies when there's racism in the air. A lot of times it don't end up tragically like this, but it's something that dies when it's blatant racism in the vicinity, especially if you running a business and that's how your business is ran, the culture of the business. It's the same thing, it just usually don't end up tragic, but this obviously was a tragic situation. And that young man crying about his daddy, man, which I'm about 99% sure he probably not thinking about, what led up to it. He probably, a lot of times in these instances in this country anyway, people that might suffer at the hands of somebody like this become even more hardened, more racist. So, yeah, no accountability, basically.
Oh, I got up. Since I was the first one to get up, I walked out front because I didn't know what to do. Because I deep down, I knew what happened, but I didn't know what to do.
It was then that Jerry, just as casually as he entered, made his way back to his car. However, he didn't make it far. Just 1 mile down the road from the business, Jerry lost control of his vehicle, slamming into the rear of a flatbed truck. Despite not wearing a seatbelt, he survived and was seen by the truck driver crawling out of a shattered window, fleeing on foot.
Well, Stan.
And it's just crazy because, this morning I was asking what was wrong with Jerry, and, Jeff told me, did you read his Facebook status?
The night before the shooting took place, Jerry took to Facebook, leaving a cryptic post that hinted something dark was lingering in his mind. He detailed several incidents, writing, "You can't talk to another human being like that," then stating, "I put up with it for a year, no more."
Like, I was reading it, and it was just like all the people that gave me a hard time and this, and that, and I think he's talking about Joe.
Was there a history of Joe giving him a hard time? I mean, that you saw.
All right. Joe has done a lot of things to everybody. Okay. He's grabbed me by my neck and, you know, choked me up one time at a job.
Joe the owner?
He's a worker.
Okay.
He's grabbed the owner's son by his neck and choked him up just for stupid little bickering arguments, and he's done it to Jeff. And he always picked on Jerry.
Angelo is kind of a bully, really, honestly.
Okay, they told the truth.
He'll flick cigarettes
That's
at you, he'll roast at you, he'll just do all types of stuff to, kind of take you off.
Right.
And picks on Jerry the most, so I can see why he was the first one shot.
According to the owner's son, there may be a reason Joe hasn't yet been fired, despite the allegations of abuse by his co-workers.
Sounds like Joe's a big dude. He's not small. Mm-hmm. Is he that meathead? Is he that guy that's got to pick on everybody, flick cigarettes at everybody, call names?
Oh, yeah.
You been there a long time? Worked for your dad?
Yeah, 17 years.
Wow.
My dad's known him since diapers. He's best friends with his dad. That's why, I mean, Joe's caused fights around there in the past 7 years I've been there. Me and him butted heads a few times.
Does he keep his job because of the relationship between your dad and his dad?
Oh, yeah.
Why I think he shot Tom is because nothing happened. We've brought to Tom's attention that Joe is... Nobody likes Joe there. Everybody will tell you that. Nobody likes Joe here. We tolerate him. He's with everybody. You know, he's just a cocky dude, you know? Just thinks his don't stink.
In part of Jerry's recording, filmed prior to the shooting, he made it clear why Joe was a target.
And Joe, the reason I shot Joe, because you're just ignorant. You're the mixture of racist and ignorant. Always constantly yelling at me, telling me to do. I done did everything that you said, but you're still crying about everything. Saying that I ain't worthless, what the hell am I doing in this company? You sat there and antagonized me that one day, and I told you to stop. Like, man, you got me done. Then the boss man's gonna defend you?
Have people gone to the owners about Joe and said, hey, things you gotta stop? I mean, he's basically an
the last times, like the last situation Joe had with somebody was with me, is when he grabbed me up on my neck one time, and I told Tom, look, I'm either gonna quit, or you need to tell Joe, like, you're going to do something for him, like, get him help. And, you know, Tom told me I'm going to tell Joe to take anger management. I said, you know what, all right, I'll get over it. We're all family. We all got to work together. I've got to put roofs over our heads. That was it.
After wounding Joe, killing Tom, crashing his car, and fleeing on foot, Jerry was quickly apprehended when a Roseville police detective saw him running into a subdivision and successfully tackled him to the ground. He was then handcuffed by an officer with the Fraser Police Department, who later returned him to the custody of Clinton Township. He now sits with detectives who will hear a haunting confession regarding his motives for the brutal attack.
I got the job through my best friend. Okay, my best friend is Jeff. Pretty sure you talked to him. Talked to him. But it just, something just didn't really feel right. Like, because then he started completely being that whole...
That was his first mistake. That's your best friend? What the hell? Where is you from, bro? You not... That ain't who you supposed to be best friends with. Oh, no. Now, I got a little homie named Jeff. No, that's not my Jeff, but they kind of favor, actually. Yeah, he like my little brother, but nah, we ain't like friends. I ain't finna be hanging with him every day. You know, no. I'm gonna help Jeff out. I don't need no help from Jeff. You ain't finna get me no job with you, Jeff. No, that's his first goddamn mistake. Yeah, this a clown. He wanna go to prison.
Just screaming and yelling at me if I get something wrong. Oh, you're stupid, you're dumb, you're worthless. The way he was acting towards me, and he was like, you would never get a raise here, you're just a piece of... And you're... And this, every time we get in an argument, he reverts back to racism, and it's like I'm at a losing chance, and then whoever's with him, they're tagging along, they're laughing at the jokes, so I'm just like, a target. And it's just a constantly target every single day of my life.
Jeff, who explains he's known Jerry since high school, admits there was name-calling at the job site.
You know, there are times where, you know, there's racial slings back and forth, you know, you might say, or whatever, you know.
They admitting this shit. This crazy. And he shouldn't be, this should have been his alibi. Shit, that's some hate crime shit.
Or you know, he might say something about being white or something, you know. Everybody, even him, would shoot shots back. You know, it's just guys and guys. And then, like with me and him, our relationship, he technically is one of the whitest black people I know. He doesn't really like his kind either, person.
Wow, y'all hear that? Wow. Oh, shit. Yeah, I agree, bro. I agree, Jeff. You probably blacker than him. Oh, man. That's sad. That is probably the saddest thing, boy. I would hate for somebody to describe me that way. I am the whitest black person. Let's go back to that. This is crazy.
And then, like with me and him, our relationship, he technically is one of the whitest black people I know. He doesn't really like his kind either, per se. I mean, I guess you'd say back in the day.
See, this is how you black people that don't like black people end up. You end up with all black people in prison, rest of your life, all men. Yeah, go around hanging with white dudes and not liking your own people. This is what ends up happening.
He kind of acts like it didn't really offend him as much, you know, when we were younger, you know.
In parts of the recording made before the shooting, Jerry speaks directly to his best friend, Jeff.
Jeff, let me tell you something. You are the most his best friend ever. The way you treated me when I first started at that company was overrage. Jumping around in the state truck, screaming, Nick, 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 Nick. Jerry, you ain't never gonna be nothing. My car broke down, so you had to come and get me. You just harassed me every single day you harassed me about getting my car. When are you ever gonna get your car? I don't want to drive you. All this other bull. If you ain't want to drive me, you ain't have to drive.
Man, you put yourself in this situation, young brother. You a lost cause. Like, I swear, this is I wish I would have watched this video. I wouldn't even have done this video had I known that this is what was on the video, because this is ridiculous. Now you trying to blame him because you sat there and let them say crazy racist jokes to you. You playing around with them. This is what happens. Like I said, you got to train your white people. They got to know what they can and can't say. Actually, they better know what they can and can't think. Because I call them out for some stuff I think they thinking. Yeah. You the weakest, bro. Might well, man, trade that melanin in, man. Some people need it more than you. Bro, you a disgrace. Sickening.
But it's no point. I just sat there and you just screamed and yelled at me. It's like, yeah, I'm the boss of you and all this other bullshit. Like, I can't believe you.
Don't get me wrong, we all joke around. You know, it's a construction work. It's a bunch of guys.
Right.
You know, both around. You're an idiot. You know, excuse my language or whatever. You know, everybody picks on everybody.
All of my friends are Caucasian. All of them. And it's like I never in my life has been.
I'm going to sample this. I'm going to make a song about this shit. This is ridiculous. He said, all of my friends are Caucasian. That's why you feel so comfortable talking to them goddamn interrogators. You think you one of them, boy. We're going to look him up, too, on the Otis, on the Michigan prison system website. We're going to see what he doing, how he looking. He probably look like a girl right now. We're going to see. We're going to check it out, though.
Treated in a racial way really that bad. And it's like, it's not fair. And it's like, I even thought about, like, maybe I should quit. But something inside of me was like, no, they can't get away. They can't get away with this. Like, this is not right. Y'all already broke through. Like, oh my God, it's nerve-wracking. Just thinking about it, like, it's like, how do you treat another human being so bad and expect him to be perfectly fine with it when it's a constant thing when he told y'all multiple times to stop?
Jerry points to the nickname Black Jerry as a source of resentment, but employee Dylan shares their reasons for addressing him this way.
We do call him Black Jerry, but it's not because we're trying to be racist. We have multiple Jerrys that work with us. Okay. Kind of just the easiest way. And he never told us that he didn't like it, so.
I'm the only black person here. And, like, I kind of, like, tried to bring it up to Tom, but Tom just, like, brushed it off. One morning I come in, and Tom, everybody's sitting there. They're just making black jokes. Oh, when you turn off the lights, you're going to see his teeth go. Ha, ha, ha. I'm like, that's not funny. He was like, ha, ha. And then they just, no apologies, just went on about their life. Like, are you serious? Like, that's bull.
Jerry shares a more specific example of something that happened between him and Joe.
One day I was extremely pissed off, like I wasn't having a good mood. And for some reason, Tom sent me with Joe, and Joe was just being a, and I was like, dude, can you just leave me alone? So I kind of got pissed off, and I went in the truck. He's hitting the window while I'm in the truck, just terrorizing me. And Jeff was like, you know he's not going to stop. I was like, he just needs to leave me alone, and he's all laughing about it, thinking it's all funny.
Outrageous, screaming at me. Oh, if I get something wrong, oh shit, you should already know this. Been here for at least 2 months. I have a disability. I can't do that. I know it now that I've been there for a year. You say, oh, I'm just doing whatever Joe's doing to you. That's not right. That's some bull.
Multiple co-workers acknowledge that Joe was particularly harsh with Jerry, but still couldn't believe he would take it to this extreme.
Jerry was, I've had him over my house a few times, you know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it seemed like he was cool with it. To me, too. Just leave the job, bro. Or go get you some of that skin bleaching cream and get you some lip reducer surgery and nose surgeries and try to look white. Yeah, if you hate your own people that much, bro, just try to look white, man. You know, don't kill them, cause you was a part of that. You played into it. That's why they convicted your ass. Yeah.
I mean, we've hung out. He was a good kid. I mean, granted, I know Angela, he would give.
Lucky they ain't lynch your ass. Boy, you in that movie, Get Out. Yeah, and didn't even, but you knew you was in that movie. You knew that you was in a Get Out situation.
He gave him quite a bit at work, but, I mean, Jerry's a little slow. So when you tell him to do something and he doesn't do it properly, you just got to keep telling him, you know what I mean? My dad, to be honest, everybody's told my dad, you know what, Jerry.
I'm always known as the smartest person on my job. I know more than everybody. I let it be known. You dumb, I'm smart. Especially if you don't look like me. If you don't have no melanin, I'll give you don't get the benefit of the doubt. I have to correct them. So it's the opposite with me. That's why I said, like, with this Jerry character guy, boy, now I couldn't have tolerated him though, but had he ever ran across my desk, I would have showed him firsthand how I deal with white racist people. Yeah, because white racist people are the dumbest people I've ever met. They only are racist because they don't know nothing else. So that's the one thing that they know. So they just revert back to that, right? They don't know nothing. So it's just like with any wannabe tough guy. A lot of the bullies, they bullies because they don't know how to read. Most of them don't know how to read, articulate nothing. They slow. So they lash out, you know, and races are along them lines. Y'all see Trump, y'all savior. He's slow as I don't know what. It's the only thing he know.
He's a good kid, but we don't think he's cut out for this. This kind of work. My dad agreed, but he didn't want to just dump Jerry off. You know what I mean? He wanted to help the kid. That's what he does with a lot of these people around here. He's trying to help all of them.
According to Tom's sister Lori, she encouraged her brother to fire Jerry, but Tom refused.
He's a little slow.
Like
Jerry.
Okay.
And I said to my brother, Tommy, things are getting slower, the winter season, da-da-da, you can laugh. Leave the kid alone. He needs a job. He did everything, and you killed him?
Yeah.
So Tom was great to him. You know, Tom could have canned him 6 months ago, you know what I mean? He just wasn't the best worker all the time, you know, again, he's just slow, you know, doesn't like the cold, you know, all this, so, but he was very patient with Jerry, and which is why I don't understand what...
When Tom was shot, did it look like he was the target of, was Jerry's intention?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Right.
Racists will never realize their error. They won't. They won't. They're gonna always say, "Well, I don't get it," you know. So this is two-sided. These are idiots on this side and idiots on this side. You know, my condolences to that family, but y'all don't seem like y'all accountable for none of the actions that led to this. And it's probably going to happen again if that place is still there and y'all hire any black people. Hopefully y'all don't hire no black people, okay? If y'all want to stay racist, do not hire any other race of people. Please. Your life will be on the line. This actually, for any racist white people who run companies, don't hire any other race. You can get away with it now with Trump in office. Like, you don't have to have one black person for your quota. You know, just don't hire none at all, because that quota might get you killed. So, especially if you want to stay racist, this should be your lesson.
Oh yeah, because there's 4 of us there, and he could have went off all of us.
Right,
He wanted,
but
you know
he
what I mean?
specifically got his arm in,
and
pointed at Tom, and pulled the trigger.
Yeah.
Jerry continues his confession to investigators, sharing a specific incident regarding the owner, Tom.
Tom's like, started laughing, and he just turned to me, oh, do you want to hear something funny? I'm like, not really, Tom. I really don't want to hear that funny. Oh, if you give a black person watermelon, he'd do anything that you say. As he shakes the watermelon in front of my face. So I'm like, wow. So Joe turns around after he leaves the room and tells me,
Them police officers don't give a fuck about none of that. All they thinking about is all that time that they gonna try to get that young man. And for him to be sitting around and having all these stories about all this racist shit that he dealt with, like, that had to been like, man, for you to, bro, like, for them to feel comfortable enough saying this shit around you, that's an issue. And it's deeper than, you know what I'm saying, just racism. It's some mental shit going on in there, which racism is some mental shit too. So it's all the same.
Jerry, don't tell nobody what goes down over here. Immediately I thought to myself, like, yeah, because if I tell anybody, it's not gonna matter.
This kid didn't look like he had a care in the world that he just did any of that. And I don't know why he shot my dad. My dad was nothing but good to him. There's no way he just randomly decided to just bring that gun into work. You know what I mean? He wouldn't just do that. He's that type of kid where he has to plan it. He doesn't just go with the flow. His brain just doesn't work that way. I just don't understand what pushed him.
They really think they know him, man. That's the sad part. His brain. How you know how somebody's brain works? You don't even know how your own motherfucking brain works.
This far today.
So you can't picture a specific event in the last few days or what?
Yep, this is Michigan for y'all. This is how a lot of racist white folks think around here. They so isolated. They don't really know too many black people. So when they meet one, they think that's all black people, right? So they are so, like, after maybe 2 or 3 generations of just being around only white people, they have isolated themselves to the point to where their setbacks, they're backward thinking. They think that's normal, and they think anybody else way of thinking is backwards. So that's how you ended up with that school shooting in, I think it's Oxford. Yeah, a lot of crimes happen in all white areas around here, but they got great PR. They don't let it get out because it'll bring the property value down. So that's really why we just now hearing about this case, even though this is right here in Michigan. We didn't hear too much about this when it happened. So they hide, they suppress, they don't really like put a lot of cameras on a lot of incidents that happen for the property value.
Whatever. Okay.
Detectives also wondered if this was a sudden decision by Jerry or something he'd been planning for some time.
Where did you get the gun from? Gun shop. Have you ever shot it before today? Nope. Honestly, that's my first time ever shooting a pistol. How did you find out how to use it? YouTube. YouTube. Okay. Yeah.
Jerry explains he originally purchased it 4 months ago after a heated argument with Jeff when they were returning from a job site.
All the way back, like we're screaming and yelling at each other. He pulled over. He was like, "Your attitude is ridiculous. I hate you." And at this point, I'm already crying. I'm emotional. I don't even know what to do. I'm pissed off. Like, so I went to go talk to Tom about it. Tom was like, "Well, all you need to do is just listen to Jeff." I'm like, "But he's screaming and yelling at me." He was like, "Are you doing what he's saying?" I was like, "But you don't have to scream and yell at me." I was like, "I messed up once and he screamed and yelled at me." She was like, "Well, all I need you to do is listen to him. Brush it off like it wasn't nothing." So
he could have this slow guy could have pled insanity and probably got off because he's not wrapped too tight. Yeah, he could have actually. Yeah, we gonna look at him in prison on the Otis site real soon here.
Gun shop. Got a gun. Filled out the paper and all that. First time buying a gun. So I carried it once to work. Because it was the potential. But like that, I backed out because it was like, okay, maybe down the road it'll change.
Mm-hmm. Maybe things will get better, right?
Right.
I was treated unfairly. Then from the simple fact that you say everything about black people, you blame black people for all your problems, and you blame me for your problems. You ain't never gonna do nothing. Oh my God, you're a piece of... Oh, well, here you go. I know.
But as Jerry reveals, he had bigger plans than targeting just Joe and Tom.
Let me ask you this. If your plan to get back at these guys worked out perfectly, what would have happened?
100%, I probably would have been shot dead on the site.
That you would have been shot dead?
Pretty much.
Or you mean you would have shot all of them dead?
No, I had a different plan for my best friend. I would have shot my best friend in his 2 legs to make sure he couldn't walk ever again. And pretty much from there, just let it role play.
Did you want to kill everybody there but your best friend?
Pretty much everybody but my best friend.
You understand what happened today. You understand that. What you did was wrong. You know what you did was wrong.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah.
I know that for a
That
fact.
is wrong to take a human life. You know that.
Yeah.
And you were intent on killing these people in the shop.
Yes.
And you killed Tom, you shot him in the head, and you took 2 shots at Joe. And your intentions were to kill him too.
What were you feeling when this was going on?
In my head, get him. Get Joe and go after everybody else.
But due to the quick intervention by his co-workers, Jerry was disarmed before he could harm anyone else. The only loss of life was that of his boss, Tom. Lori shares that outside of work, Tom took care of his wife, who's bound to a wheelchair and battling advanced stage 4 cancer.
Did I ever in a million years think somebody would bring a gun in and shoot somebody? No. My brother, least of all.
Yeah.
My brother played Santa for kids, for people in nursing homes. My brother was no doubt the kindest kid, and I wish he would have shot me instead of him. Chad, why did you take me instead? Why did you take me instead of Tommy?
Are
hit today?
It's probably going to hit me later on, but as of right now, I'm just like, it happened. I can't control it. Yes, I do want to cry because, honestly, it could have been avoided. Yes. I know it was wrong. I know it could have went another way. But hey, it was my choice. As a human being, you make choices that you got to deal with. So now I had a body on my hands, and I'm probably going to be looking at a long time for this. So, nah, it's just right.
You're going to do forever, bro.
Do you think he should be forgiven for this? No. What do you think that should happen to you?
Bury me, lock me up, leave me to rot. That's just the way it is.
According to court records, Jerry Motley Jr. was ultimately charged with homicide, first-degree murder, multiple theories, assault with intent to murder, weapon carrying with unlawful intent, and 2 counts of weapons felony firearm. A jury found him guilty on all counts, and on August 7th, 2025, he received a cumulative sentence of life.
Oh, he in there happy, boy. He's in there happy. Okay, so that's what I'm assuming his recent prison picture looked like. He is a happy camper.
And without parole. If you'd like to see select new videos early and help us keep uncovering case files that rarely come to light, you'll find extra footage.
Okay. Let's go to Otis. What's his name? Jerry Motley. Yeah, there you go. Got life. Life without the possibility of parole. That's what they gave him. Probably had a court. Look at him. Oh, my Lord. He is a happy camper. 33 years old. Damn. Just threw his life away. He got a bunch of tattoos now. Yep. You can't be doing that kind of shit in Macomb. You can't do that shit nowhere, but he in Macomb County. That's like, that's places that black people don't even like to go in Michigan. That's one of them areas. That's like get out. Like I said, you don't go there. Okay, this is the actual business where he did that at. On Groesbeck Highway. Let's see where this business is. Okay, yeah, this is where it is. I think they changed the name, but this is the building, though. Yeah. Or they probably sold the building since that happened. That's probably what happened. It's called B&B fencing now. But yeah, this is Groesbeck Highway. It's one of them. Gonna come up. Show y'all. How far this is from Detroit, so I can get a good idea. There's Sterling Heights right there. Then you got Detroit, southwest of this place. So yeah, Sterling Heights, north, a little north of Detroit. And that exact spot is a little bit east. So yeah, Mount Clemens. That's pretty much where he was at in Mount Clemens. But they call that exact area Clinton Township. So yeah, Let's go back to look at this clown, man. This is ridiculous, man. Wow. This a happy camper right here, right? Sad, bro. Life. Never getting out. Oh, he was in there resisting police officers? He in there trying to fight. Shit, he probably got caught with another dude. Oh, man. Got life for that murder. Weapons charges. Yep, he obviously never been in trouble before in his life. Then he catch that case. Yeah, so that's it, man. That's it for this video. I do want to add, listen, if you are a black man and you only around white people and you talk like you don't like your own people, they are not only not going to respect you, they're going to call you a N-word. They're going to call you, they're going to use racist jokes around you. They're going to talk to you like a dog. Yeah, and I know it's a lot of y'all out here because in this generation, it seemed to me to be, y'all don't think that history is relevant to y'all. So a lot of y'all out here skateboarding and out here on the lake and, in college and drinking and drugging with all white dudes. I got a partner. I got a few people that I grew up with. When they went off to college, they came back. They wasn't the same. They had Mickey slipped in their drinks out there partying with them white people, with them racist, sick, demonic white people that wanted to see them dead. While they out there laughing and joking with them, they getting drugs slipped into their drink and lost their minds. Never was the same. So this guy seemed like that happened to him long before he did what he did. Because obviously he wasn't wrapped too tight, right? And so, yeah, for his coworkers to be talking about him like that, like, oh, his brain is slow. He can't think. And my dad was doing him a favor by even having him on the job. No, I'm so valued on the job, I leave on my own terms whenever I leave. And this last job that I've been on the last 20 years, I asked God for this job. I have been in many, many situations on my job where I was dealing with some racist white people or it's racist black people out here too that don't like black people that's in positions of power. I have dealt with them on the job as well. And I informed all of them that I asked God for this job and no man will take it from me. So you got to, as a black man, a black person, you have to let racist white or anybody know who you are and how they can deal with you on the job. If you don't, that's your fault. And obviously this dude, he had a couple other elements going on because he just wasn't wrapped too tight in general. But yeah, man, this situation right here, also for you racist white people, for you racists in general, because there's some racist black people, racist Mexicans, racist. If you racist in general, and you on the job, and you want to live, you don't spew your racism. I don't care how self-hating a black person especially is. It's something might click one day, and you might end up just like these white people that lost their lives. It's sad, unfortunate, but they played a part in it. It's sad. But yeah, man, look, I'm out of here for the night, I got to get up and go to work and deal with my racist coworkers tomorrow. So, y'all enjoy y'all day. I'm out of here. Yeah. Marlon Speaks Live. Welcome. Welcome back to another one. Tell the truth here. Don't care if it make them uncomfortable. It ain't our fault. Yo, but Marlon Speaks Live. Yeah, I'm saying what they hide. History uncensored, let the real survive. Yeah, it's truth over comfort, I don't pick no side. If it shake the room a little, let the truth collide. Cause it's Marlon Speaks Live. No script, no disguise. I don't sell no lies, just to monetize. Cause the past still breathing and it never dies. Yeah, it's Marlon Speaks Live. Now the truth will rise. Yo, it's Marlon Speaks Live. Yeah, I'm saying what they hide. History uncensored, let the real survive.